What is going on, denizens and degenerates of YouTube? My name is Joe Shimo, and we are back once again. It's Jack of all Trivia. It's the Inner Geekdom League. It's Monday, so you know we're getting sweaty up in here. So today we have yet another King of the Mountain qualifying match, and this one is going to be a straight-up slobber knocker. We have, of course, the glorified jobber Richard Schwartz going up against, debuting in the IG League, Caleb Mashed Potatoes Hansen. But once again, I am not alone. We have a gentleman who has already managed to qualify for the King of the Mountain match, and that is none other than the comic book lad, Grant Gregory. Grant, what's going on, my friend?
Yeah, not much. Just ready to get into this match. We're excited to see how Caleb goes with this format, and Richard to see if he can either break that tie with 1 win and 1 defeat.
Yep, absolutely. We got a 1-1 record for Mr. Schwartz. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see not only who makes their mark into the King of the Mountain, but who really kind of puts their stamp on their career. Going 2-1 could do wonders for the glorified jobber. But why don't you go ahead and see how both of these guys are feeling going into this high-pressure situation here. Grant, you still there?
Sorry, mate. I'm having difficulty hearing what you're saying.
I was saying, why don't you go ahead and interview these two,
absolutely.
Competitors.
All right, we'll start with our new person, Caleb. How you feel making your re-debut in a geekdom?
My re-debut. I guess. I'm feeling good, man. I used to run IG, and I only ever got to play once, but I did, beat your partner, Sean Sandberg. So I feel pretty confident here in my abilities. And yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Richard, we've played in a few different things. He's beaten me in wrestling. Actually, I think that's the only time we've played, isn't it? We just interacted a lot. Well, never mind then. So I'm ready to even the score here. He beat me in wrestling, so I'm going to kick his ass in IG.
And we'll go across to Richard. How do you feel about going against the former commissioner of the Inner Geekdom League? Do you think you've got the skills to be able to take him in this match?
I mean, I absolutely have the skills to beat him. I'm looking forward for a fun match. I'm kind of still recovering from a flu this weekend, so hopefully that's not going to be a factor. I mean, I'm no slouch in this league. This isn't the movie league. I know I have a shot to win this. I plan to win this. And Caleb, just best of luck to you, but I'm going to take the win.
Strong words from both competitors. I'll throw it back over to James.
Indeed. Strong words, but like we always say, actions and answers speak louder than words here in the IG. So, without any further ado, let us get right down to business. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a King of the Mountain qualifying match, and it is scheduled for 3 rounds to a finish. Introducing first, making his debut, re-debut, shall we say, in the Inner Geekdom League, he is none other than Caleb Mashed Potatoes Hansen. And
let's do this.
His opponent, with a record of 1 win and 1 defeat, he is the glorified jobber, Richard Schwartz. All right. Round number 1 is going to work exactly like this. These competitors will each get 8 questions from 8 different geeky movie categories. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. They will submit their answers by writing them down either on a whiteboard or piece of paper, whatever they happen to have at their disposal. They will have 15 seconds to write down said answer. When their name is called, they will reveal and speak their answer at the same time. Keep in mind that there is no stealing in round 1. However, if any competitor is able to get all 8 questions correct, they will receive a bonus question worth 1 additional point. So keep that in mind, gentlemen. Also, you have 4 uses of the repeat rule. If you didn't quite hear me, if you're not quite sure of the answer, or you're just looking to stall for time, don't be afraid to use one of those. Also, you have 1 challenge rule. So if you don't like the way a ruling went down, you may challenge at any point. Just be aware that if the challenge is overturned, you will lose the ability to challenge later on. Are there any questions before we move forward?
Nope.
Nope.
Alrighty. Caleb, are you ready?
Ready? Let's do this.
All right, Richard, are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right, my co-host Grant, how's it hanging? You ready?
Absolutely.
All right, then let's get it on, folks. Ding, ding, ding. All right, here we go, folks. To start off, we have question number 1. The category is Star Wars. Who plays Kira, Han Solo's love interest, in Solo, A Star Wars Story?
Oh, fuck.
I think it's pretty safe to say this was universally loved. Not one bit of criticism about anything. The definitive Han Solo of our generation.
Yeah, well, definitely time will tell on that one, though. If the internet has anything to say about it, I wouldn't be so sure.
Nothing bad ever comes out of the internet.
Never.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down, gentlemen. All right, let us go to the glorified jobber first.
Amelia Clark?
That is correct for 1 point. Caleb Mashed Potatoes.
I misspelled her name, but Amelia Clark.
Yeah, we'll give it to you. It's all good. All righty, Grant, take it over for question number 2.
All right, question 2 in DCEU.
We have a week to get the
What does Superman ask Batman after he's been resurrected, which serves as a callback to Batman v Superman?
Yeah, DCEU hasn't been doing too hot lately, although I will say Aquaman and Shazam both look promising.
Exactly. I think Zack Snyder's original vision of just a 5-movie arc would have been much better than trying to create an entire universe.
There's a debate to be made there, but yeah, that's definitely a conversation to have. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, mashed potatoes.
Why did you say that name?
That is incorrect. Richard.
Do you bleed?
Do you bleed is correct. Alrighty, let us go to question number 3 in the newest category here in the Inner Geekdom, Pirates of the Caribbean. All right. How many pieces of 8 are needed to release Calypso in Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End?
I don't think anyone would have imagined that a ride would have turned into a billion-dollar franchise.
Such a terrible, terrible franchise.
It really comes down to
Definitely a divisive one, though. When have we ever seen that these days?
No. But where's the rum?
Yeah, why is the rum always gone? That's why. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, let's go to Richard first.
I said 6.
That is incorrect. Caleb,
Okay.
mashed potatoes.
I also said 6.
That is incorrect.
There's like-
looking,
The heads
ahead.
of the... No,
we were
never
looking
mind.
for 9 for the 9 pirate
9.
lords.
There were 9
I
of
think-
them?
There were
Holy
9
shit.
pieces of 8. That's correct.
Okay. I
I
thought
knew
that
it was
a
the
trick
pirate
question.
lords.
All right,
Yep.
so in the Wizarding world, what confectionery treat comes with a trading card?
Oh.
A little bit more obscure knowledge, at least for those who might not be as familiar with the Wizarding world.
I didn't even realize there was trading cards.
Though I think they're made more reference to in the books than they are in the movies.
Yeah, I think they
5,
only reference the trading
4,
cards like once or twice
3,
in the movies.
2, 1. Pens down. All right, let's go to Caleb.
Chocolate frogs.
That is correct for 1 point. Richard.
Chocolate frog.
All righty. So after 4 questions in round number 1, if I am not mistaken, currently the glorified jobber has the lead with 3 points, with mashed potatoes hot on his heels with 2.
I have the same score.
Fantastic. Good to know we're on the same page. All righty. Next question is going to come in the category of DC. Now, these are the movies outside of the DCEU. All right. In Batman and Robin, which was a complete dumpster fire, what disease has afflicted both Alfred and Mr. Freeze's wife, Nora?
It wasn't a very ice movie.
All right, I think you need to chill with those jokes. So many bad
I mean,
puns.
you have Arnold Schwarzenegger. How do you not put him as Bane? I'll never know.
Yeah, that would have been a much more interesting call, in my opinion. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, let's go to Richard.
Was it Lou Gehrig's disease?
That is incorrect. Caleb.
Is it leukemia?
That is also incorrect. We were looking for
Huntington's.
McGregor's syndrome.
Oh, McGregor syndrome. Okay.
Yep, it was a thing specifically thought up for the comics.
Of course.
Yep.
All right, your next category is in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Tyler Perry plays what character in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows? Yeah, not a lot to say about Transformers with turtles, but it was okay.
Yeah, it's essentially what it was, unfortunately.
That's the best compliment I can give it. It was okay.
Yeah. Michael Bay, just stop it. Get some help, to quote Michael Jordan. Alrighty. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, let us go to mashed potatoes.
Krang? Definitely not Bebop or Rocksteady.
That is incorrect. Richard.
Dr. Baxter.
Unfortunately, we needed his full name, which was Dr. Baxter Stockman.
Oh.
Yep,
Okay.
We would have needed the full name. I apologize. Alrighty. Question number 7 is going to come in the category of Back to the Future.
Jesus.
All right. What do Doc and Marty decide to use to boost the DeLorean up to time travel speed in Back to the Future Part 3?
Gotta say, the third one most people tend to shit on, but I find it quite charming.
Wait, you don't
It's
want
a-
like
it's-
the super specific answer, right?
No,
I
no,
remember
just
the
the
name
general
of
one
it.
is fine.
Okay.
It's fine. But yeah, no, I think Back to the Future Part 3's got some decent scenes in it. I don't think it's as bad as people crack it up to be. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Okay, Richard.
Train/locomotive.
We will accept that. Very good. And Caleb.
Yeah, a train. Or a train engine.
All
I
right,
guess.
very good.
Yeah.
Yep, train, locomotive, either one would have been acceptable. So, all right.
All right,
right.
so mixed bag is the final question of the round. In Kingsman: The Golden Circle, what song does Merlin sing? First while drinking with Eggsy, and then in an attempt to distract Poppy's guards before sacrificing himself.
A lot of people, and again, they tend to shit on Kingsman too. I found it enjoyable. Did I think it was as good as the first one? But I still found it fun.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see where they go with the sequel. I think they're doing a completely international, going around the world.
It's possible.
It'd be interesting to see, Russell Crowe and all that in the Australian version. I guess they call them the Kangaroosmen or something equally as absurd.
The Outback Jacks. Anyhow,
Yeah,
in 5,
the Outbackmen.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. Let us go to mashed potatoes.
Fucking smack my bitch up.
That is incorrect, though. That would have been interesting to hear Mark Strong sing. Richard.
I said, "Hey Jude."
That is also incorrect, though, again, would have been entertaining. We were looking for Take Me Home, Country Roads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Classic John Denver. Alrighty, so if my math serves me, which it seldom does, we're looking at Richard in the lead with a score of 4 points, but again, Caleb not too far behind with a score of 3 points.
I concur.
All right.
Pardon me.
Still, it's good to know my brain works at least 0.5% of the time. All right, guys, so now let us move in to round number 2. Round 2 is going to work like this. I have a random number generator set between the numbers of 1 and 12. Each of those numbers is going to correspond with a different geeky category. If you don't like the category you are assigned at first, you may choose to mulligan, unless, of course, you land on opponent's or player's choice. At that point, either you will decide your own fate or your opponent will. So, each question, you will get 5 of them. Each of them is going to be worth 2 points. However, if you have to check to multiple choice, then the question is only worth 1 point. And keep in mind, gentlemen, that stealing is available in this round. All right.
And we don't need the whiteboard anymore, right?
Correct. Unless we go to sudden death, we will not need the whiteboards again.
Okay.
All right. So, Richard, being that you are in the lead, would you like to have your number generated first or defer to mashed potatoes?
I will defer.
Okay. Caleb, are you ready?
Yeah, do it.
All right. Here we go. So you landed on category number 5. And category number 5 is going to be Middle Earth. Would you like to keep it or mulligan?
Keep it.
Okay. We are going to stick with Middle Earth for mashed potatoes. I could see you getting a little frustrated there during the proceedings. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Question number 1 for Caleb in the category of Middle Earth. The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, was released in what year?
What's its release dates? 2015.
That is incorrect. Richard for the steal.
2016?
That is also incorrect. We were looking for 2013.
Went the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Really? It was that long ago? Okay.
Because I remember because Unexpected Journey came out the same year as Les Miserables, which was 2012, and they followed up the very next year with Desolation of Smaug.
Okay.
All right. Okay, question number 2 for Caleb. In The Two Towers, Legolas claims that Fangorn Forest is full of memory and what?
Give me the multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, pain, B, darkness, C, hate, D, anger?
Anger.
That is correct for 1 point. Ties up the game. All right. Question number 3. For how long was the Ring of Power lost before it came to be in Gollum's possession?
Ooh.
Really testing how well they pay attention. In 5, 4.
Shit, multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, 1,500 years, B, 2,500 years, C, 3,500 years, or D, 500 years?
500.
That is incorrect. Richard for the steal.
1,500?
That is also incorrect. We were looking for 2,500.
Ah, my second choice.
Yep. At the beginning of the film, Galadriel says for 2,500 years. That's all righty. Question number 4 in the category of Middle Earth. What is the name given to the Riders of Rohan, led by Éomer?
Rohirrim.
That is correct for 2 points. Caleb takes the lead. All right, and your final question in the category of Middle Earth. Theoden says that no one has ever breached what in the Two Towers?
Do you want like the specific quote?
Yeah, I'm going to say there's a specific. Unfortunately, that's incorrect. Richard for the steal.
Rohan?
That is incorrect. We were looking for the Deeping Wall.
Oh.
He specifically says, Yeah, specifically on the battlement, he mentions the Deeping Wall. Okay, so.
Did want to quote. Okay.
Yep. So at the end of Caleb's round number 2, he is currently in the lead with 6 points, but Richard has a not so insurmountable task because he still has 4 points. All right, Richard, are you ready to have your fate determined, my friend?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You landed on category number 2, which is opponent's choice.
What are my options?
Your options are DC, Who Said It, Heroes, Major Cities and Locations, Weapons, Tech, Vehicles, and Magical Items, the MCU, Villains, Indiana Jones, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Let's give him Heroes.
All right, Heroes it is. Okay. All right, Richard, so your category has been decided. It is the category of Heroes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Who plays the scientist who tries to help Howard get home in Howard the Duck?
Multiple choice.
All right, is it A, Wayne Knight, B, Gene Hackman, C, Tim Robbins, or D, Tony Shalhoub?
Can I hear the choices again?
That will count as a repeat.
That's fine.
Okay, is it A, Wayne Knight, B, Gene Hackman, C, Tim Robbins, or D, Tony Shalhoub?
Tim Robbins.
Challenge.
Yes. Okay.
He's the janitor. He's not a scientist.
All
He
right.
claims to be a scientist to Leah Thompson's character, but he's just the janitor at that place.
All right. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah. No, I would say you are correct. I just did a quick little search there, and yeah, he does claim to be a scientist, but it turns out he is actually a janitor. So, unfortunately, we will not be able to count that point. I apologize. All righty. Let's go to question number 2. All right, Richard. In X2, Nightcrawler claimed.
Real quick, do I not get a new question for that, or?
I can try to find you another question here. Hang on.
I mean, if you're not going to count the point, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah,
I'm only going to get 4 questions.
That's
Yeah,
fair. That's
definitely
fair.
give him another question.
Okay,
I was challenging the question, not that he got it.
I got you. Fair enough. All right, let's see here. In the category of heroes, let me see here.
I can write a question if you want to continue.
No, here, I got one.
Okay.
All right. In the category of heroes, who plays Abe Sapien in Hellboy 2: The Golden Army?
Oh, multiple choice. I'll know it when I hear it.
All right. Is it A, Andy Serkis, B, Doug Jones, C,
Doug
Terrence
Jones.
Howard? That is correct for 1 point. All righty. Okay, and question number 2 in the category of heroes. In X2, Nightcrawler says that he can only teleport if he can what?
If he can see where he's going to teleport.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, question number 3. How long was Superman gone prior to the start of Superman Returns?
Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, 5 years, B, 10 years, C, 3 years, D, 7 years?
7 years?
That is incorrect. Caleb for the steal.
All right, it's 5 or 10. I'm going to say 5.
That is correct for 1 point to tie up the game. All right. Question number 4 for you, Richard. What is the name of the vigilante alter ego that Raphael creates for himself in 2007's TMNT.
Oh my god. I just had this a couple weeks ago. Oh my god. Multiple choice. I'll know when I hear it. Oh.
All right. Is it A, Night Stalker, B, Night Watcher, C, Night Rider, D, Night Fighter?
Night Stalker.
That is incorrect. Caleb.
Can I hear the options again?
Yes. Is it A, Night Stalker, B, Night Watcher, C, Night Rider, or D, Night Fighter?
B, Night Watcher.
That is correct for 1 point. To take the lead. Alrighty.
Idiot.
All right, and the final question in the category of heroes. Which member of the Howling Commandos wore a bowler hat?
Oh god. Oh, I need to hear the name. Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Dum Dum Duggan, B, Gabe Jones, C, Jacques Danier, or D, Jim Morita?
Oh, a bowler hat. Dum Dum Dugan. A.
Dugan, yeah.
That is correct for 1
I
point.
was thinking of a beret or something. Oh, I'm an idiot.
All right, folks. We have a tie game, if my math is correct, heading into round 3, 8-8.
That is what I have as well.
All right.
Should have been in the lead.
It is getting heated here, folks. All right, so round number 3 is going to work as follows. Each competitor will select 3 numbers between the numbers of 1 and 15. The first number they select will correspond to a 2-point question, the second to a 3-point question, and the final to a 5-point question. By the time this round is over, we will either have a winner or we will be going into sudden death. All right. Since Richard, you are the more seasoned competitor based on the new records, you may choose your 3 numbers first.
Okay. 6,
Okay.
12, and 4.
6, 12, and 4. And Caleb.
What were my options again? Or like the
Between 1 and 15.
1
And
15?
6, 12, and 4 are out.
All right. So we'll go 15, 1, and 9.
15, 1, and 9. Okay. We will go to Caleb Mashed Potatoes first, since he is the debuting player. Your first category is in category number 15. That is the category of Star Wars. Okay. For 2 points, Caleb, what is the name of the planet where Jyn Erso has been imprisoned before being rescued by the Rebel Alliance in Rogue One?
Oh, shit.
In 5, 4.
Yeah, I don't know.
3, 2. No answer?
No.
Okay. We were looking for Wobani. All right. We'll go ahead and go to Richard next. All right. To try to break the tie, Richard, your first category is going to be in category number 6, and that is the category of DC.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. That is incorrect. Okay. So, for 2 points. In Batman and Robin, what is Barbara's relationship to Alfred?
Oh, come on.
Alfred is the uncle to Barbara, so niece.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. We go back to Caleb, who chose category number 1, and that category is the DCEU. All right. For 3 points in the category of the DCEU. In Batman v Superman, what is the name of the character played by Holly Hunter? Don't forget, you still have your repeats. In 5, 4,
Senator Rourke.
3. That is incorrect. We were looking for Senator Finch. Senator Rourke was in
Sin City.
Sin City. Yep. Okay, so we stick with mashed potatoes. For your 5-point question, we're going to go to category number 9. You must hit this to stay in the game, or you will be, or Richard will advance to the King of the Mountain match. All right, here we go. And you landed on the category of the Wizarding World. For 5 points. A bezoar is a stone that is used as a cure for most forms of poison. Where is it found?
The stomach of a goat.
That is correct for 5 points.
Dang. Good job, Caleb.
All right, so if I'm not mistaken, that takes Caleb to 13, with Richard still down at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound right, Karen? Grant?
Yep, that's correct. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yep.
All righty. Sorry, I couldn't hear you there. All right, so now we are going to Richard. You landed on category number 12, and that is going to correspond to the category of video game movies.
Okay.
All right, and this is to tie up the game for 3 points. Who plays Max Payne in Max Payne?
What?
Mark Wahlberg.
That is correct for 3 points.
Fucking 3-point question?
Hey,
To be fair, I mean, I haven't even seen Max Payne. I remember the trailer for it.
okay.
So we have a tied game.
Yep. So it's going to come down to this. Either we're going to sudden death, or Richard is going to advance with the correct answer here. So
No Lord of the Rings.
your final question is going to come in the category number 4. That is in the category of Indiana Jones.
Yeah, just bad. Okay.
For 5 points and the win, Richard. What college does Indiana Jones teach at?
Oxford University?
That is incorrect. We were looking for Marshall College.
Oh, okay.
This is an interesting situation, folks. We are heading into sudden death to determine who advances to the King of the Mountain match. All right, sudden death is going to work like this. Both competitors will get the same question. They will have 15 seconds to write their answer down on a whiteboard or piece of paper. After time is called, they will reveal the answer. If they both hit, we will continue. If they both miss, we will continue. As soon as one man slips up, the other is declared the winner and will advance to the championship match.
Quick clarification:
Here we go.
no repeats, no challenges, right?
No repeats, no challenges. That is correct. Here
Okay.
we go. All right, your first question, gentlemen, in sudden death. What is the name of the island on which Lara finds herself captured by Trinity in Tomb Raider? This is the newer one with Alicia Vikander.
Definitely one of the better video game movies. I'm not going to say it's great. I'm just saying one of the better ones.
It definitely wasn't as bad as I'm sure some people were fearing. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, let's go to Richard first.
I said Tahiti. I didn't know.
That is incorrect. Caleb, mashed potatoes.
Is it Crete?
That is incorrect. We were looking for Yamatai.
Okay.
Yep.
Great
Okay.
place to vacation. Wouldn't want to live there, though.
Indeed, indeed. Okay. Here we go. We continue. In The Dark Knight, what is the name of the hospital that the Joker blows up? C-Dub is creaming his pants right now.
Hey, leave C-Dub alone.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, Caleb,
St. Mary's?
That is incorrect, Richard.
Gotham General?
And your winner, advancing to the King of the Mountain match, the glorified jobber, Richard Schwartz. Wow. All right. That came down to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. I know these guys have got to be exhausted. Grant, why don't you see how these two are feeling right now?
All right, we'll go across to our winner, Richard. Pulled it through. That last round definitely helped you out. How you feeling about that entire match?
Nervous as hell. First of all, Caleb, dude, you played a hell of a game. I thought you had it with the Tomb Raider. Like, it was a great game. I'm beating myself up after the Dum Dum Dugan because I don't know why I was thinking bowler hat. I was thinking of the beret. I was thinking of the French dude. And, I was thinking of the wrong hats. Got opponent's choice would suck, but I came back. I did a solid round one. My round three is all right. I mean, Caleb just had a bad beat with the round three question. So it was a good game, man. It was an honor to play you.
All right, we'll go across to our unfortunate second place finisher. Caleb, 1 out of 3 in that last round. Any one of those questions in the game was yours. How you feeling about the match?
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna talk any shit about anybody. But I'm not happy with my performance. It wasn't. I did really poorly today, and I'm better than this. I blanked on freaking Holly Hunter, and I've written that fucking question before. Round 3 just was not my friend. It was very obviously Richard's friend, but in the end, I just couldn't pull it. So,
all right, that's fair enough. I just want to also just say I want to thank the people in the chat. We have the Cool Guy, Jay Burns, Haven, Caleb Boatman, and Movie Nerd Reviews for participating during the match.
Hey, thank you guys for being here. We do appreciate it. And hey, I'm going to say, Caleb, don't beat yourself up too bad. Neither one of you has anything to be ashamed of. This is one of the tighter matches we've had in IG since I've taken over. So both of you guys should hold your heads high. Richard, I do have one quick question. How do you feel going into this King of the Mountain match? Nervous? I mean, it's an hour-long, full-bore match, questions nonstop. You think you're ready for that?
I'm always ready. I just don't know if my phone's ready for it. I was hoping my phone will last. But Grant's a hell of a competitor. I don't know who else is in this league. I know Grant won. C-Dub's amazing. I know he's in it. I don't know what the other 2 matches are because Jay's match hasn't happened. Dom's match hasn't happened. And all 4 of those guys, they can, make a run for money. I'm just going to do the best I can, and I'm going to try to pick up that belt for the Revengers.
All right. So, well, it's good to see you. You're in good spirits about it. Let's hope everybody brings their best game. It's going to take a lot of studying and a lot of monster energy to get through that match. All righty. Well, folks, let's go around the horn and see where we can find all of these fine gentlemen. Let's start off with Caleb Mashed Potatoes Hansen. Caleb, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Caleb H or on Twitter at the Caleb Hansen, but all I ever do is retweet Jack of All Trivia stuff, so just follow Jack of All Trivia on Twitter. If you like bad punk music, you can check out my band, The Beta Waves. We're on Bandcamp, Spotify, Google Play, whatever. We're on Facebook. Check us out on Facebook. Give us a like. And we got a show coming up in Wisconsin on the 24th, I believe, Friday the 24th. A big original music festival we're playing. So come see us.
All right, fantastic. And to our winner today, Mr. Richard Schwartz, where can people find you?
They can find me on Facebook under Richard Schwartz, YouTube under External Void, and Twitter under External Void, and here in Jack of All Trivia as well.
All right. And to my co-host this evening, Mr. Grant Gregory, where can people find you, man?
You can find me anywhere where there's good trivia. I'm either playing it, watching it, or hosting it. So Jack of All Trivia and the Comic Book League. We're going straight into our chase for the Havens title at the moment, and end of the week we are hoping to start our very first tag team match.
All right, fantastic. And the gentleman running the stream for us today on the 1s and 2s, Mr. Haven Pendergast. Where can people find you, my man?
Oh, well, you can find me on Facebook at Jack of All Trivia. That's how you join us here to get into the games. And of course on YouTube at Jack of All Trivia. I just want to make a quick announcement that breaking here first on IG is that tag team matches will be coming back starting September. So that gives us a month to write questions. Me and another guy right now are writing questions for it so we can get that back and on track.
All right, fantastic. And as always, you can find me, the King of Hearts, James Shimo. You can find me on YouTube at James Shimo. Check out my movie trivia, Schmodown reactions, death battle reactions. When I remember to record them, you can also watch my trailer reactions and my own show there, Sweating It Out. A bunch of sweaty nerds just get together and nerd out over any given topic at any given time. You can also find me here at Jack of All Trivia hosting these IG matches. You can also find me competing in the wrestling and the movie matches, although the latter I'm not very good in. Apparently I'm 0-2. And you can find me every Sunday on Schmodown All Access, along with C-Dub, Christopher Woodburn, Haven Pendergast, and whoever else we happen to have on. Well, that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen, for the Inner Geekdom division. For Caleb Mashed Potatoes, the glorified jobber Richard Schwartz, for the comic book lad Grant Gregory, and the villain Haven Pendergast, I am James Shimo. I will bid you all adieu. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang!